Hi Dog Family, and thank you so much for tuning in to another exciting episode of Talk to Talk. I'm your host. My name is Desh Palay-Bechan, and joining me in studio is none other than Simon Semonyo, the product manager for MFC Channel Sales. Now, again, the reason his name just rolls off my tongue, Simon Semonyo, is because we've been working together for 4 years on the Motoring Woman of the Year Awards, and all the glitz and glamour and everything that everybody witnesses and experiences at this event. Here is the person behind it, not even me. I literally am just a verbal contributor. This is the physical, verbal, and the contributor to this beautiful event is Simon Semonyo. But as a product manager, Simon plays a key role in identifying customer needs, aligning them with business goals, and steering the vision from concept to reality. This is what he does, like I said, at MFC. Beyond the boardroom, as I mentioned earlier, he is a very proud member of the M-WOTY committee, passionately supporting the personal and professional growth of women in the motoring industry. And it's very often that we overlook the people behind the scene and we don't give them enough credit. And I'm so glad that, and this is the man that you can never find when we look for videos or we look for content to put together promo videos for M-WOTY and to get our ladies excited. We look for Simon's footage. There's two people's footage we cannot find. It's Simon, and then it's my husband's, who is also a key member, I think a huge contributor to everything that I do. We cannot find anything of them. So I'm so glad I have him sitting in this seat. So without further ado, let's welcome Simon to the show. And as always, this episode is proudly brought to you by Sariti Solutions and MFC, a division of Nedbank. I don't often get to say that. Simon, thank you for everything you do for me and for us. But I think it starts with me because I'm the one that is constantly, bothering you and, trying to, I trust you completely. Is this our 4th year together?
This is our 4th year, yes.
Is it our 4th year planning? Wow, it's 4 years of friendship, 4 years of working with you. Thank you so much.
It's been a pleasure. And just to go back, when you say you can't find me and your husband, it's because we are making things happen in the background. So we don't really have time for the limelight. We do what we have to.
Okay, that's an excuse. They don't like the limelight. I am married to one of this type of personality, so I get it. But sometimes I need what I need. People need to see the faces behind.
Very nice.
But last year I did it very nicely, guys. I literally called them up to stage to get an award so that I could, and I bribed them with, actually Jelly Belly helped me bribe them with some hampers. So thank you, Jelly Belly, just to get them up on stage and recognize their efforts. So Simon, aside from that, could you share a little bit more information about yourself in terms of your career and who are you?
Okay, so I've been with MFC for the past 10 years, officially in April.
Wow, 1 decade, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. And, it's been a long road, a lot of learning, along the way. I've always envisioned myself as somebody that, can make a difference in other people's lives. And I think that's what's brought me so close to this movement as well. Me being in the position I am right now and meeting you when I got here, just made things like 100% better. And it just came naturally, I guess, just being part of something that's big beyond, what I do in my day-to-day job, touching other people, I mean, I've always been passionate about, making change in other people's lives.
And you answered my next question, because you obviously want to, not rush through the interview, but you don't like to be in front of the camera. But that I can validate, because when you walked in here, you said, Desh, I just got something to talk to you about. There's this lady and she wants to start this woman empowerment thing, and I'm just bringing this up. And I said, okay, great.
Yeah.
So before you even thought about our movement and how we're going to,
integrate the two.
Yes, move forward with M-WOTY.
Yes.
Okay, you wanted to again promote another female in the motoring industry that works for MFC but has such a powerful.
Yes.
So that is you. You validated what you just said now, because when I said talk more about yourself, I meant what do you do at MFC, because it's always Simon doing things for M-WOTY. What's that? Like, it's almost like Simon works for M-WOTY. I know you want to make changes in people's lives, and this is what MFC, what do you do?
Yeah, so look, work-wise, on a day-to-day basis, we've already outlined a few. Basically looking after the marketing, for MFC, the brand, supporting our dealers, supporting our sales force that's, in the front line and bringing in the business, making sure that they're able to do their jobs on a day-to-day basis. So like I said, I'm there to make a difference in other people's lives. So same with them, they can lean on me at any time.
Yeah, I know
I'm there for them. And that's what I do.
And again, I have a team of over 20, I think, at MFC, all the head of sales, and your team, and they all validate that for me. That if we've given you the best, yes, we've given you Simon, and you, Simon says. When I say to my team at M-WOTY, like a woman in motoring, I'm like, Simon says.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we know things are going to get done.
It has,
so
yes.
Thank you for that. And then you actually answered my next question, and that was what sparked your interest. You already explained that it was Desh that sparked. I'm joking. It was it was the movement itself.
Yes.
Do you still feel the same way after 4 years? Do you feel it getting more powerful, or is it mundane? Is it unnecessary?
I think definitely it keeps on getting better every year, especially with the people that come up during the event, that speak at the event, and you get to witness their stories. People need that inspiration just to say, I can do this.
Yeah. Like Agnes last year.
You get me. Right. So those stories just show how powerful the movement is, at this point, and it's just gonna keep on getting better. Besides the socializing and the venues and all those things, but the people that are part of it, I think that's what's making it stronger and stronger every year. Yeah. And it's not showing any sign of stopping.
Wow, you heard it from the man's mouth himself. And this year already we have 22 finalists that are in the finals. We have, I've done 6 province visits, and we have all 9 provinces involved. We have 28 OEMs, and I must say an OEM that has never been involved before is involved this year, which is, funnily enough, Mahindra. So welcome, Mahindra. The only Indian brand that was never involved, but we got 2 very brilliant nominations, and one was vetted by Rajesh Gupta, the CEO of Mahindra. So thank you, Rajesh. We have amazing participants this year, and the story of Agnes was so powerful, but every year we have powerful stories, and I think this year's is going to top the last 7 years or 6 years, because this woman has been through the mill, and I think she might be the speaker this year. Wow. But there's so many of them. Yes. There's so many that are coming to the forefront, and women's stories that we can highlight. So thank you for validating that this is necessary. This movement is not a movie. I really am not in Hollywood right now. Or Bollywood. This movement is growing. In my eyes, it's growing. I know in the dealer network eyes, it's massive. We got over 4,000 nominations. Yeah, it's thanks to you that they are all anticipating to be part of the event. Thanks to you. I would say, not for the award. No one wants really the award anymore.
Yeah.
It's like, I just want to be there at the event. How can I get into the event? Speak to Simon. But through all of that, what would you consider your favorite part of the event?
So I think, and I'm going to go back to the stories that we hear. There's always somebody that comes up and just inspires the whole room.
Cry, makes them cry.
I think that just brings the essence of why we're there. It just brings everything together. And when you look around and you see the room filled with all the industry players, that just shows you how big of a deal the platform is for that person, and for them to be there. It's just amazing. So yeah, definitely that. I think that's what makes it for me.
Look, Simon, you answered my next question and the question after that, because the question was going to be, how does it feel to see a woman approach the stage?
It's amazing.
You answered like...
I can read your mind.
He's reading my mind. But I want to ask you, since the awards began 7 years ago, we continue to be the only initiative of its kind. And that is now confirmed, ladies and gentlemen. We are the biggest women empowerment platform in motoring in the world. I have been invited to represent Africa for the second time at the biggest automotive show in Vegas, November this year, and I will be attending for the second time.
Wow.
God willing. So this is largely due to the mutual enthusiasm between Nedbank, my sponsors, and Sariti Solutions, obviously, and everybody involved. How does it feel to play a role in potentially transforming the lives of people, not just on our platforms or in our country, but we've transformed boundaries. When Stefan sat here and I asked a question and you went, wow. So you did not know that, again, I'm taking Nedbank to America, to Las Vegas, and we reached 33 states the last time.
Sure.
So it's just a little organization. Desh is a small little organization, but we piggyback off Nedbank. We do. Nedbank is our pillars. So how does it feel to be part of something that is so big?
First of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
And I think I'll bring it back to the amazing leadership that we've got. Being part of Nedbank and being able to be part of a movement like this, is absolutely amazing. You've got leaders that give you, the capability, they give you the flexibility to make things happen, which is what we're all about. So with backing like that, I mean, you can reach the stars. There's no stopping us, which is what you've literally done for all of us now. You've taken us internationally. You're no longer just talking about, a 15 minute session where you're just congratulating people, giving them a certificate, but it's a whole entire event. It's touched so many lives. It's now gone international. So
I just love this relationship.
It feels amazing.
Thank you. And I love
it's unrealistic. It's like, really? Am I part of that?
This is what I love. This is what I love about Nedbank and I. Okay, it's like, so do me as well.
Yeah.
Or if you're there for that message, thank you for choosing us.
Yes.
And then I'm like, no, thank you for choosing me. And then right now you're saying Dish, you taking us international. And I'm like, no, you took me internationally. I couldn't have done this by myself. And we have this humility between our organizations where we just want to give each other the credit. And that is the secret to success, ladies and gentlemen, because I often get this question. And I think I've discussed it with my interviews with Dumi and Stefan and Refuel and Nella. That was here last week, and Julie, that often NPCs get together, we try and help each other out, and they say, Vadish, how did you sustain like the sponsorships for so long? And I said, because I'm not friends. The logo of Women in Motoring and the logo of Nedbank are not friends. It's the people that are friends. We are friends. We have a relationship. We have a cause, and we have an objective, and we know what we want. We know what we want to achieve. So that is very special, Simon. I mean, gosh, as much as we want to, take to say, like, it's it's the entire organization. I think we've got around 30 people from Nedbank that's involved in this, and then my team, which is 2 people, me and Sholo. Okay, we're a very small team, and Haley, and Carissa. Okay, I've got my team, and Jeff Osborne. Okay, let me stop. Right, so it's basically you, Simon, that brings this event together and that have been recognized on an international scale. Okay, so Vegas has recognized what you put together. When we apply for accreditation, all we had to do is send a link of M-WOTY's event, which you put together. Okay, so please accept that.
Thank you. I accept.
Okay.
Yes, but again,
oh gosh.
Again,
See,
I have to say this. I mean, our team is just brilliant in making things work. I mean, when I joined the organization, or let me say when I joined M-WOTY, because I do work for M-WOTY. I'm one of the employees. When I joined M-WOTY, I mean, I found the movement in place already, and with everyone that was involved, everybody was just saying, use me. If you need anything for me to do, let me do it, So it's all team effort at the end of the day. And
it's like I said, crazy.
Yes.
We have volunteers coming out of every corner of Nedbank, whether it's MFC or Evo or Nedbank or Home Loans. It's the entire team that literally will stand at the doors and volunteer for us.
That's it.
We literally so
sustain, yes.
Yeah, even our sound guys and everything comes from our organizations.
It makes things, a bit lighter than what they would have been if, had I just been on my own doing things. So I'm very grateful for the team I have around me.
So I would like to say to all the ladies that are looking for sponsorships, I consider myself extremely privileged and honored that Nedbank chose me, even though they think I chose them. Okay, I did. I love Nedbank, by the way. The auction house is behind my house, and I decided to go to Nedbank first. And I was lucky enough. But it's what Simon is saying. Simon says, by the way, it's a team effort. Everybody wants to get involved. So my advice to you ladies that's looking for sponsorships, don't look for. It's going to sound a little bit weird, but don't look for money. Look for people that are interested and invested and believe in your cause and wants to physically be there to be a part of the amazing feeling of upliftment and empowering. Because without that passion, you need to be driven by passion before you are driven by the profit. At the end of the day, and there's no profit. We're non-profit, by the way. But that's what you're going to have to look for in a sponsor. So, Simon, back to M-WOTY. We are almost out of time. I want to ask you to please address all 90,000 women working for Motoring South Africa So when I started, it was 80,000. We are definitely improving in terms of numbers of women in the motoring trade, and I believe that every single one of them deserve an award, every one of you, for being so resilient and for applying. Those 4,000 that came through, we cut off. Unfortunately, because of admin, we had to close the lines for the nominations. But please understand that we cannot be having 40,000 nominations come through, and we wish there's. Please, I'm inviting any other platform to start an awards like this. Just don't take my sponsors away from me. But it is the only of its kind in South Africa, in the world. And unfortunately, we can only have so many winners. But every single one of you that are part of this movement, or sitting in studio with me, or helping and mentoring and being there for your colleague, your female colleague, thank you, and every one of you deserve an award. I would like Simon to give his thoughts on that and leave you with a message, all 90,000 ladies in the industry.
Yeah, I think we've seen the industry has been tough, you know, and there's been a lot of uncertainty, but you know, everyone that's out there has been giving the absolute best. And you know, a large scale again, you know, we've got our female you know, portion of employees that are sitting in the dealerships, maybe on days like this where it's so cold, you know, they still get up, they make sure they're there, they appear and they make things happen. I just want to say, you know, keep going no matter how tough it is, and I'm looking forward to this year's you know, event, just to commemorate you guys, just to celebrate, you know, all your hardships, all your successes that you've achieved over the past year. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to spending some time with you guys. And yeah, we'll see you later in the year.
We're very excited. I've met some of them, Simon, my God. Literally, I mean, I've been in Durban already, Cape Town, well, the Western Cape twice now. So I've met the ladies from Knysna and George as well. Amazing woman. Cape Town as well, we have amazing. KZN, we've got stunning winners. I mean, they've been vetted not only by our MFC HOSs, but also by Haley from Motor Recruit.
Yes.
So I went to the Northwest, and we've got our two ladies from, well, one lady from Northwest as well. And yeah, I think we're sitting on 22 finalists, and there's 36 this year. Very difficult to choose from 90,000 women or from 4,000 women. Please understand that we're trying our best, and it's not about winning the award, it's about using that award to pay it forward, and to this is a movement, it's not a competition. It's a movement to award women that are going to pay it forward by mentoring and by paving the way for the future generation or generations of women in motoring South Africa. It's so important that we also understand, and I only do this when I have MFC sitting with me, just to elaborate. KPIs are taken into consideration, and your performance and you know, what you do at the dealership, yes, taken into consideration. We bring in all the brands that want to be involved, 28 this year, and we make sure every province is involved, and we ensure that we have at least 10 to 12 groups, but groups that are reputable and groups that have contributed towards the movement, not financially, but in any other way in terms of upliftment. The woman that we choose and that ends up on our stage are women that should have had some type of involvement in mentorship or women empowerment. So yes, your KPIs would most likely be 50% only of what we consider The other 50% is about what have you done as a leader in terms of mentorship. So again, I wanted to elaborate on that, and I did that when I had every MFC person with me. And yeah, I just want to say thank you very much, Simon, for joining me in studio.
Thank you for having me.
You're very much welcome. This is the reason we do what we do, and we do well at what we do, is because you'll make time for me. Okay, so I have been accused of being too like serious on the shows. So we are going to play a game, 30 seconds, which I've played with your entire team, by the way. Okay, so I'm not really good with Bollywood stuff, on Hollywood stuff. Bollywood, yes, not Hollywood. Yeah. But this guy is an actor.
Yes.
He's an actor and
a producer.
Cars, or maybe no. Okay. Maybe a producer, I don't know, but he's very famous because I know his name.
Okay.
I know his name.
Jason
no, he's an
Statham.
actor. Okay, hold on. You know, in your car, you have those things you change when you want to change, like speed. What is it called?
Yeah.
Right, Gear.
Yeah.
So his first name would be
Richard.
Yes, Richard Gear. Right. Okay, great. Okay, the next, do you watch soccer?
Yes, I've got a.
Okay, so do you watch like international La Liga? I think they won.
La Liga.
La Liga. Sorry. I only know the Premier League. Okay, I'm trying.
Okay.
I think they just won that series.
That would be Barcelona.
So you do watch soccer?
Yes.
So are you a Chiefs or Pirates supporter?
I'm a Pirates supporter.
But Chiefs won last week, right?
We're just giving them a break.
Camera crew going crazy. Okay, NetBank actually hosted that. Yes, so we want tickets, okay, for these things. A brand, it's a car brand, it's Korean, it is not Kia. Korean car
Suzuki?
brand. There is not, Suzuki is Simon.
Honda?
Both that you named now are not
Japanese.
Even Korean. They are Japanese.
Korean. Who's Korean?
Korean is Kia.
Yeah.
Okay, let me give you another clue. Creta. The Creta is part of
Hyundai.
Right, there we go.
Hyundai.
There we go. I'm gonna do one more shame because You know the sisters that play tennis? Do you know?
Serena.
And what's the other one's name?
The Williams sisters.
Yes, Serena's right.
Serena
The other one is named after, it's Mars and Jupiter. She's named after a planet.
What's her name again? Oh my gosh. Okay, now
I'm right.
I'm thinking about Korean cars and Japanese cars.
I need to change your name, cameraman. Okay, we love it. It's finger licking good.
Chicken licking. KFC.
Thank you. Now make it easy for me.
Okay, let's see.
Okay.
We just spoke about football. I spoke about.
Okay.
I had the Spanish team. Now there is I think it's in the EPL.
English Premier League, yeah.
And there is the other one wears blue, but these ones wear red. They call them the Red Devils.
Manchester United?
Yes, there we go.
That's my father's and my husband's team.
And then the president's wife is normally referred to as?
For the first lady.
There we go. She's an actress, or she was an actress. She had blonde hair, red lipsticks.
Really, audience?
She was very famous.
Cindy Crawford. Red lipstick. Was it
before then? Yeah, before.
Like Meryl Streep or someone like that. But
you're almost there.
Yeah, because Marilyn Monroe.
There we go.
Oh my God! Do you know what? I stayed in a hotel in Hollywood. And stayed in the very same room as Marilyn Monroe.
Wow.
That I have it. Go check my face.
And now her name is on my card.
Yeah, that's awesome. Is there anyone? Okay.
Okay, now you have to get this one.
Okay.
Famous Indian cricket player, South African.
No, come on.
Come on.
Abi Osman. Oh, no. Sorry. I just said the former CEO of Motus's name was Osman Abi. Gratitude. I mean, Salutations to you, sir. But I don't know why I thought about him.
He's got a beard.
I know, because that's why I said
You know exactly what I'm talking about, right?
I know his name. Okay, just give it to me.
Okay, I'm gonna give you, it was Hashim Amla.
Hashim,
Okay.
right. I only know the Indian guy from India, the Dhoni guy.
Wow.
That he cricket, he exists.
Okay, I'm gonna give you one last one.
Okay.
Just to make up
because
for
you
it.
enjoy making me look like that. Okay. All right.
It's a petrol station. Its colors are green and white.
It's a what station?
Petrol station.
Petrol. Green. By BP.
There we go.
Keeps you moving.
Oh, that. Only reason I gave you that
You
one
see,
is because NetBank is green.
Oh.
There you go.
Okay, I see ya. Okay, you in marketing, I'm not going to blame you for that one. But thank you so much, Simon. And yeah, we look forward to an amazing event this year. And yeah, I can't thank you enough. Thank you. And we also want to extend our gratitude to our viewers for engaging with our content by watching, commenting, and sharing our interviews. Ladies and gentlemen, when I go back to interviews from 2020 when we started, I would have 500 to 600 views at that time. And now we go back to these views and they're sitting on 4,000 to 5,000. And then the views that we have now has reached over 457,000 for the last 28 days, just on our personal pages. So I just want to thank you. I want to thank you because we are not just telling stories, we are changing lives. We strive to make a positive impact on the lives we touch. Together, MFC, a division of NetBank, and Sariti Solutions, we are dedicating ourselves to empowering and uplifting women within our industry. I just want to say this because my sponsor is here, but if you are in the market for a new vehicle, we invite you to explore www.auto.evo.africa, where you'll find thousands of cars, and they are all from reliable and reputable MFC accredited dealerships. Ladies, I want to end this interview by saying that you don't wait for opportunities to come your way. You need to create them. Nothing gets accomplished by sitting and waiting. If you want results, you have to rise, take action, and put in the work. Procrastination is a dream killer. I always say that. And remember, the question should never be who's going to let you. It should be who's going to
stop me.
Yes, absolutely.